presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped, but without those guys, hard to win games.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Well, here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his 2nd season now out of Oklahoma.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Swift.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Boston Scott, his first carry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Charles Harris. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Sanders again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Javon Hargrave gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throw left side complete to Scott. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Left side here to Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Hurts throw here complete to Ward.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
On first down, Kaepernick. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. To throw, Kaepernick. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important?
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Harris able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Steps away to his left.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
An even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Khalif Raymond now. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
Kaepernick now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down. Get a new set.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Kaepernick now on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Kaepernick going to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 46. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think
Hurts fumbles it, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that,
I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
160 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
On third down, Scott with a first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on third and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Scott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hurts
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will allow.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Kaepernick.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted.
Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Charles Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Kaepernick.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Kaepernick to throw again.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Alex Singleton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Raymond now on the return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, Swift, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw is Kaepernick. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Kaepernick. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, Kaepernick. Now he's got it. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run with Scott. Shrugs him off. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down. They go again with Scott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Here's Scott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back look to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. On 2nd down, it's Howard, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Kaepernick now on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On second down, Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
To throw is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Back to throw. Kaepernick. Oh, he stays up. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jared Pinkney.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw.
They'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
The
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.